Let's stay here in West Africa, where the Ghanaian president, Dr. John Mahama, has turned the sod for the $250 million glass manufacturing plant, looking to stop the West African economy from spending $25 million on glass imports each year. President Mahama says the new plant is part of Ghana's reforms to revamp the country's industrial sector.
Held an investment program, and so many Chinese companies that have invested in Ghana attended the program. And Chairman Shen was among those who, after the investment program, asked for an appointment with me. And at the time, they were getting ready to list on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. And so he said, oh, he had good news for me. And so again, I met him, and he said, oh, we're going to list on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. And so I came to pay a courtesy call on you and to have a picture with you so that we'll add it to the portfolio for the listing. So I graciously granted it, and he told me if we list successfully, I'm going to come and build a glass factory for you. And I said, the last time I heard about a glass factory was Abosso Glass Factory. I coming to take over Abosso Glass Factory. Again, he told me, no, we're building a brand new glass factory. And today, we've gathered here, less than a year after we met in China, to cut sod for a $250 million float glass factory. If you imagine that every piece of glass you see in this country, from our drinking glasses to our windows to our beer bottles, every single piece of glass you see in this country is imported from outside. And so this is going to be a game changer in terms of glass production. So I want to thank Chairman Shen for believing in Ghana. And I can assure him a few weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, I signed the 24-hour authority into law. It was a bill, I gave my assent to it, and so we now have the 24-hour economy authority active. Incidentally, yesterday I had a dialogue with the private sector. And I had promised them in 2024 that when I become president, we will have an annual dialogue where they will have the opportunity to express to me directly the challenges that they face. And so all the captains of industry were there. And in addition, I went with all my ministers and regulatory agencies. And the Minister for Trade, Industry and Agribusiness was the host minister. And so we had a very fruitful discussion. And one of the issues they raised was the duties and taxes on capital equipment. For factories that are established and registered under the 24-hour economy initiative, I have proposed that if they want to expand or they want to bring new equipment to retool their factory, they should be able to bring that equipment into the country duty and tax-free. So, Chairman Shen, I can assure you that the incentives are coming. And already you have a belief in Ghana, and I'm sure that those incentives will open the way for you to invest even more in our country. I want to thank the traditional rulers of the area for your graciousness in granting the land on which these beautiful developments are taking place. So far, you have granted a leasehold of almost 800 acres for the ceramic tile factory, for the sanitary ware factory phase 1, including the expansion that we're about to commission today, and then also for the floating glass factory. Indeed, this place is going to become the industrial hub of the Western region. The beautiful thing about the investment here is the export potential. Already for the items that are being manufactured here, 60% of the production from these factories is being exported to our neighboring countries and to other countries. Indeed, when CEO of the business, Li Wei, told me that we're exporting ceramic tiles to Europe and America, I found it very wonderful, because before we would have been going to import tiles from Italy and Spain and other locations. Today, you take the tile, you look behind it, and you see made in Ghana. It makes us feel very proud to see that stamp behind the ceramic tiles. And so our colleagues in Côte d'Ivoire and Burkina Faso, when they buy the tiles to tile their houses, when they turn the tile, they'll see made in Ghana. To the staff of this factory, treat the factory like your own. This factory has afforded you employment. If you look after it well, you will not only earn a living here, but your children will also come and work here. Your grandchildren will also come and work here. And generations yet unborn will be born and come and take your place and also work in the factories here. And so treat the factories as your own. Now let me go to my prepared speech. Just over a year ago, our nation stood at a crossroads. Our manufacturing base was under strain. Foreign investment had dwindled to just a trickle. Investor confidence had weakened. Our currency was declining in value. And early in 2025, many questioned, including myself, whether we would be able to make a swift turnaround or whether it would take years to rebuild stability and confidence. Today, I'm pleased to announce that the story is different.